Hello, we are back. It has been a bit. I feel like I'm blowing out my mic. Hold on, just to turn the volume down just a hair. We are back. It has been a couple days. I had not necessarily intended to take such a long break. I was feeling a little under the weather on, let's see, what is today? On Sunday. And yesterday, something happened that was completely out of my control. I didn't get back home till like almost 9 o'clock. But here we are. We are back. We are stronger than ever. We will proceed with our investigations. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Disco Elysium. Back at it. And it is like I don't know, it's like day 4 now. I've kind of lost track. I do remember that I was trying to rebuild communism and I was trying to get a paintbrush from Cindy. That's the last things I remember. If you do happen to be watching this, you haven't stopped by, well, I guess if I see somebody pop in chat, I would like to know also if my mic sounds right, because I screwed around with some mic settings after that last stream. My noise gates got all messed up because I decided I wanted to see chat. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's play some Disco Elysium. There we go. Already ready. Look at that. Smooth operation. Alright. Where Cindy lives. Because I think I don't remember what I was doing. I just remember I was trying to get the paintbrush from her. Which I think I've got to pass a conceptualization check. Tape player. I never can remember what all that does. I've got one bullet, apparently. You're aware of Cindy's living conditions. Not what I'm trying to do. Inspect the traps. Okay. I have a plan. Let's go finish up the cryptozoologist quest. And then we will mill about maybe and try to find some other communists. Didn't I... Yeah, find the passphrase. Steban. You know what? Steban, right? I wonder... Surely Steban lives here. I do like the new, it was a pain in the ass and it kind of screwed up my stream the other day, but I do like the new mic setup. I can see the chat better. I don't know if I announced this on the stream, but after we're said and done with Disco Elysium, I'm going to be playing some Yakuza. I've got them all. I wouldn't mind playing through a few of them. Hell, maybe even the whole series if people react well to it. I always do like getting new clothes. Mhm. Slanche. Hmm. It's kind of sweet. I don't believe them, but it's kind of sweet. Okay, what do I've got? Hey, it's not bad. So we're looking for something that does suggestion. Is that all I've got for suggestion? I'm quite surprised. Well, that's not helping. Why did I get that? Huh. Usually it triggers that when I get an encyclopedia check.
Going.
Hmm. I don't think I ever. I don't think I ever investigated the window. Hmm. Getting pretty close. Let's see what I got that helps with shivers. Man, even that was not enough. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think we ever did check the window, though. Visual calculus. You know what? 83% check. That's BS. The crap. I don't normally save scum. I've been pretty good about it this entire run, but when it's like a 90% check and I fail it, I no. Like I'm not gonna save scum over and over to get like a 9% check, but there we go. Okay, let's go check those spots. Maybe we should go speak to Everard too. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's smooth. Hmm. You know, here's the thing. I'm just gonna skim through this really quick. Did I miss anything with these? Hmm. I kind of figured that maybe. You know what? Let's see. I've got some stuff for this. Pain threshold. Well, I'm glad I continue to read that. Terrible. Sometimes curiosity gets the better of you. Hello. Wait. Oh, my bad. Ah, that's annoying. I didn't have the game audio on.
The guy, huh?
Thank you for the heads up.
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
Yeah, we're making good progress. I picked up
Well motivated, at least the ones you've seen.
a bunch of stuff from my thought cabinet the other day.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that.
Oh,
However,
nice.
If the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds,
sounds terrible.
no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier with that boat of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace. Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it.
I mean, there is a hole in the universe there. So.
All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer. a shark.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine.
I absolutely
usually
love.
flavored, and risperazole is used to treat severe psychosis.
If you notice, the last two times, oops, there's my chat box. The last two times, my encyclopedia here has triggered. I get 10 experience and $2, and that's from a thought I got in a thought cabinet that is freaking amazing.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies.
Yeah, it's my primary stat, so it's like I've gotten a ton of experience off of it.
Understood.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks, and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Yeah, what this is what I've got so far in my thought cabinet here. Rigorous self-critique, apricot chewing scented one, caustic echo. I did get the actual art degree. Opioid receptor antagonist, data birth generator, wasteland of reality, and suicide of Mazov.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it.
Wasteland of reality. Oh, yeah, it has been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic. And that is a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I believe I got it from the church when the dude crawled out of the rafters like a creepy person. I think he suggested sobriety to me, and I think I agreed with him.
Boys, Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering? Thank you, Harry, thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many ways, you are that working man. You have already done so much work. We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Yeah, who knows?
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. You've got a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now, let's talk real business.
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him. Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
All right. See, I really love the what is it, the Wompty Dompty Dom Center. I'm like already almost halfway to the next level, and that was just from that one conversation. He said that he would talk to the mayor about my drug investigation to get me the keys to the city, and my encyclopedia triggered and told me that Revachol doesn't have a mayor.
The lyrics to the accent is so
I
thick.
think I already...
The look in his deep blue
I see you are
okay.
not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't... Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Mr. Evrat doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But,
okay.
Sure, mister. Well, bye-bye now.
I was wondering if he might have been able to tell me about Ruby. Hey, is it not raining? I just discovered who has it. I'm supposed to go get it back at 2200. I've also discovered the meeting location and the password for a communist meeting. My political quest. Yeah. And we'll get some of it done too, because I've still got like an hour on the stream, so. And on top of that, I need to there's 3 locations I need to check for the site of the murder. Yeah, probably. That is the defining characteristic, after all. Okay, so we are determine where the shots came from. Check land's end. Check the boardwalk. Check the island. Yes, I did. And I helped him try to find the Phasmid. That was pretty amusing. Okay, so I said the most likely... I think he said the most likely location for the gunshot was the boardwalk. Yeah, I already checked that. You know, I never even spoke to his friend. They ran off before I had ever had a chance to. Okay. So one of the locations should have been near here. Boardwalk. Right? Okay. Hmm.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's a regular from time to time. People need a lesson in respect. No, I'm afraid not. Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check would put me in an early grave. What makes you think we haven't? That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. I guess
If it is,
gone. To the waves. The sea took him. It was he didn't respect the
I've
sea.
seen, okay.
Now, before you tell me...
Yes,
she
yes.
really liked those muscles, though. It's
Us
Okay.
working life didn't really change.
this is neither. She
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
she's ready to go on it.
Alright. I'm just trying to find this location. I did read that, right? Okay, check Land's End. Check the boardwalk. Check the island. Maybe I'm just not in the right place. The boardwalk is what I was looking for. Maybe that's farther down. Maybe that's where the church is. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think discovering the bullet in the body might be the point where I decided I really, really liked this game, because that whole interaction makes you feel really smart when you figure it out. He was around here, yeah. Okay, this is where the dead body was.
There's some tear.
Hmm. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that anybody knew he was shot. There's the Wompty Dumpty. I never did figure out what this was for. Hmm.
You see, a slogan used to
Well, I'm at a loss. Where... I'm not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going. There's this thing. I'm still not sure what this is all about.
door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Yeah, that whole thing was...
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Okay. Okay, so maybe it's I need to interact with objects. Oh.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated. Without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
It does look extremely rickety, and wouldn't help much either.
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumotiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Tumotiri was a Revacholian colony on Ilmaran. The Suzerainties population was mostly Ilmaran Areopagites, up to 97%. The region was known for its tobacco export, hence the name.
I found the bullet in the body, and then I found the weapons cache in the room by the freezer, and put together that the bullet from the murder matched the bullet. Matched a bullet that would have been fired out of that type of weapon. So I figured out that it's like an old army weapon that we're looking for, and I also put together that the window in her room had been replaced, so the bullet was either most likely shot from the roof, but a secondary location would be like from this area. And he put together that there was like 3 different areas we should go check, just to rule them out. But I've never actually ran into anybody who knew that the bullet was fired, other than her.
Oh, you do? The butts you saw had a silhouette of a boy wearing a coffee hat, a tobacco picker. This boy is the Tiamatiri brand logo. Contemporary Rivisholians prefer Yuan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, a legendary cigarette from Grad. Tiamatiri is favored by older men who like its old-fashioned paper filter tips, insane amount of tar, and the sweet smells of colonialism and halva.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
Okay, so no B double prime. Land's End, not an ideal location. Let's see, the island, I'm guessing, is where the... I figured out she was lying to me. My volition kicked in and alerted me that none of my internal thoughts were telling me the truth. Okay, so I'm guessing this is probably the island that they're talking about. Maybe not.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
Oh, no, I think I told her that he was shot.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us?
Like,
The church, I mean.
I figured it out before I even talked to the Hardy Boys originally.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
Well, how am I supposed to get to it? Oh, maybe I could look at it through the, maybe I could look at it through the, binoculars. I bet that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Let me look at that map. Maybe that would help. Okay. I'm at the Fisherman's Shack. Where's the boardwalk? Okay. Give me just a moment. I'm just gonna Google where the boardwalk is. I just want to make sure that I'm actually in the right area. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's Yeah, yeah. I've looked it through it before. Okay, so according to the internet, the boardwalk is that area where I found that guy. I'm guessing that there's something there I need to interact with.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
What was the detail you noticed? I'm curious. Yeah, I did once, and I had a really weird interaction with somebody. Oh, maybe. Stop messing with the coin here. Oh, neat. Okay. I was kind of figuring that there would be something around here that would trigger. That's where the cryptozoologists were. Yeah, I really don't know what it is I'm supposed to... Behind the Science Center.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Let's see here. Sure, let's spend a point. Wait, do I have more than... Where do I... I had 2 points, wow. I'll hang on to that other one. Let's adjust some stuff. Maybe I'm missing it because I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a shot when I have a moment. Oh, I should probably...
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound. No. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty. Murderers, twisted by orders. Young boys forced into killing. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Interesting. Not exactly what I was looking for, but still interesting. Okay. I've bumped up my visual calculus. Let's see if... We'll give this one more walkthrough, and then I guess I'll go look at the viewer and see if I can at least find the second location. It's the only thing I can think of that, yeah, nothing. Nothing back here. Hold up. It does say... Get my gun back. Old fish market. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Yeah, this has got to be... This is it. I just don't know where... And I can't go back there. Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder why they told me so early. Well, good to know. Yeah, I talked to the one. I just need to talk to the crypto fascist. Yeah, I'll be back out that way later tonight. I'll hit that then. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Yeah. Something down there. Yeah, his name is literally the crypto fascist.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. Your money disappears into the coin. The curtains on the display. The lenses shift. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Can you tell? From this distance? I don't think it's possible.
It's not. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way and waves cut into the islet.
Okay. I kind of figured it would cross it off.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. The metal feels cold. A thick layer that's under the graffito. You know this to be the start of around the large wooden.
Yeah, we'll go talk to him. Why not? I've got time to kill anyway. I finally made the owner of this place like me. I replaced his bird. He got considerably less angry.
I really owe you one.
Yeah, Gary the crypto fascist.
Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary.
Like, I haven't talked to him directly, but when you talk to the other guy, he like pipes in occasionally.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Might this be the owner of that mug you found?
Oh, I bet
this is
he...
something to ask him about after a little probing first.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
I guess it depends on who you believe. According to, what's her name upstairs, he wasn't such a terrible mercenary. He sure seemed terrible, but I don't know.
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No, no. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other
Thank
than
you.
Sale. I meant no offense, truly. Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay? My mug? Why would you think that? I may have had a similar looking mug in the past. That's all. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you? Oh, God. 250? How am I
Oh,
gonna pay
that's
that?
great.
Okay, I'll work harder. I'll pay it off. I promise.
This is a considerable expense to him. 1 month's wage, most likely. It's, in a way, admirable how quickly he composes himself after such a blow. This man digs authority, even when it's bullying him.
And I'll never do it again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
I know a guy who works with the trash collection service.
Oh.
CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
You know, I was just dicking around and thinking I was going to come here and screw with this guy. But I didn't realize this was going to lead me to how the clothes got in the trash. Okay, so he knows a guy.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty. Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I could help your investigation.
Interesting.
In my small way.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring
That's
his
what I was
colonial
thinking.
mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Yeah.
In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know? Is this about the Union? Did the big man open the door? So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Of course. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation.
Composure. I always like it when Kim is proud of me. Let's see, do I have anything at all that would help with composure? Ooh. What do those do? Perception? Okay. Alright. Yeah, for whatever reason, the way I chose to play Harry, me and Kim get along a lot.
I mean, officers.
Let's ask him this first.
No. I help Morel
Okay.
with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
Ah. Hold on, let's go ahead and give it a quick save. I don't think I do. Only thing I have on me is that. I found it in the medicine cabinet, and then I told her she should get rid of it, which is how I got the opioid receptor antagonist. Yeah, I listened to one of them.
Always a play.
I asked her about the bird that she gave me.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. It sounds like he's wearing some kind of armor under his clothes. You can't tell it's there just from looking at him. Probably stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehoods, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once. Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation, officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought,
Honor.
He's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
Yeah, he's never saying anything like that to me.
Men, he realizes suddenly. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
This is all he knows.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but...
He's a scaredy cat.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
Wow, that wrapped up a lot of things. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And shook him down for 250 real, too. Well, I guess I didn't get it, but, you know, I fined him. I don't know. Kim seems like the kind that doesn't take a lot of shit off people. He might... If you were being a real asshole to him, I bet he might tell you off. I'm going to save this real quick, because I'm going to go talk to this other mercenary and see what happens now that I'm wearing... like pieces of his buddy's armor.
Right to work! Free flow of commerce!
The man is
Okay.
breathing, steady as... But
Yeah, nothing. Okay. So his buddy... Yeah, probably not.
a Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
A Stash Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the Stars Ryko.
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Staj Raiko stopped in the street. painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing, hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Yeah, I get the feeling of that too. Like, I know how they like track some stuff up here. I wish that they tracked like your relationship with Kim, but there's been enough stuff that's happened that yeah, I feel like they're pretty close too. Like, I think the moment that really settled it was when we were waiting on my car to like thaw, or for the water level to go down. We sat on the park bench, and I passed the whistle check, and we both started whistling, and it was just kind of a nice moment.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Yeah, I plan on going back and playing this game completely the opposite at some point. I thought it might be fun to do a playthrough where I put all of my oh, that would make sense because Kim is he's very by the books. Yeah, my yeah, good cop, bad cop. I'm 30, so. But I thought it might be fun to play a playthrough where I put all my points in like Half-Light or something like that. Something that I didn't use at all this time.
Could it be another Stajrajko murder? Honestly, that just doesn't seem like the type of vehicle our dead guy would drive. So my initial guess is the two are not related. 4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that. Yes, detective? You sure you're not James?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Yeah, I've had a few moments when I've like had the right stuff on that Shivers has triggered. Like when I finally got my clipboard open, Shivers told, like a woman's voice told me to go outside, and that's when I let the card go. It's actually been like one of my favorite moments from this game. Okay, so there's no way of getting up there. Apparently the other mercenary is behind me in a building somewhere. You know what? I've got one. I want to keep a point. Just because I don't know what's coming up with this gun thing. But I would like to maybe spend a point on one of these. I wonder what this does. How they're like linked. Temporary caustic echo. Rigorous self-critique might be interesting too. Let's internalize. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. It just depends on what you're clicking. Okay. Yeah. The Shivers thing. Yeah, it was really cool. I would like to maybe, like I said, do a playthrough where I try for more of that kind of thing. Okay. Let's see, we're sitting at 7:30. I still got some time. I might come in here and dick around with some of these books.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography.
Logic is technically my primary skill, but encyclopedia is the thing that I have the highest. Yeah, I've talked to him.
Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Well, money's not really a thing anymore, so why not? Yeah, I've tried to be fairly resilient. Like, my composure's pretty good. My volition's not bad, but yeah, my encyclopedia is really where he shines, which is nice since I've gotten the thing that gives me
is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
I don't have to pay for rooms anymore, so I can kind of spend money on some of this stuff.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall man. The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen
Yes, I
rules
did.
supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
It fell apart before I could find out the ending.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38. Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdall tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name. Man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? The steel muscles of Man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home. A passage reads, "The man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Heimdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, "I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all that holds sacrosanct." What do you even know about literature? Have you ever read a book in your life? This is not just another book. It's Man from Heimdall, and it's done with you.
The book put me away. That's great. I want to check one more thing. So it is still raining. I was hoping, because I would like to talk to, forget how to pronounce her name, her. And the stat or the skill check will be easier if it stops raining. Okay. Well, I've been going for damn near 2.5 hours now. I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some more of this. Hopefully, we're getting. I think I'm getting close to the end. You know, we got my gun to find. I'm pretty close to figuring out who's who. Yeah, I'm sure it does, and I've heard it I've heard him say it like half a dozen times. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, tune in tomorrow if you wanna see more of this. Until then, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a nice night. Bye.